There were plenty of scenes to choose from in this exciting political drama. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 shocking scandal moments.
Now that Amanda Tanner is gone.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at moments from Scandal that inspired plenty of water cooler talk. If you're not up to date, keep in mind we'll be delving into spoiler territory.
I did this for you, all of it.
Number 10. Amanda Tanner's death.
Let me get this clear. Amanda Tanner is
Pregnant with the president's baby, yes.
Season 1 largely revolves around Amanda Tanner, a former White House intern who claims she had an affair with President Fitzgerald Grant and is allegedly pregnant with his baby. The storyline takes an especially alarming turn when Amanda is kidnapped from Olivia's apartment. Upon realizing that his old associate Charlie is behind the kidnapping, Huck informs his fellow gladiators that Amanda is dead. He's proven correct when Amanda's body turns up in a river. The cherry on top of this scandalous Sunday is that the father of Amanda's baby wasn't Fitz, but Billy Chambers.
According to the coroner's report, Amanda was 13 weeks pregnant. I bet it's your baby.
Amanda might have gotten the axe early on, but at least actress Liza Weil is still kicking it on how to get away with murder.
I just assumed it was part of the discovery file.
Number 9. Jerry Grant Jr.'s death.
Dad, I'm sorry you're going to lose.
Jerry.
Fitz and Melly's eldest son only appeared in a handful of episodes, but that didn't make his death any less jaw-dropping. Knowing that Fitz will probably lose the election, the Grant family tries to keep their heads high at a rally. Fitz's speech takes a turn for the worse, however, when Jerry's nose starts bleeding and he suddenly dies. Although this gives Fitz the momentum needed to pull off an upset, it comes at the ultimate price. The puppet master behind Jerry's poisoning is none other than Eli Pope, who had Fitz's son killed because his father took Olivia from him. We can think of more than 13 reasons why this is so messed up.
They lost their child. America will rally behind them.
Number 8. Jake kills James. The previous episode ended on one hell of a cliffhanger when David and James found themselves on the receiving end of Jake's gun. Following a shot in the dark, it became clear that one of these two fan favorites would not be coming back. In the following episode, it's revealed that Jake gunned down James in order to keep Daniel Douglas Langston's murder under wraps.
Sally Langston murdered Daniel Douglas, and Jake killed 3 people to cover it up, including Cyrus Bean's husband.
To make matters even more devastating, the audience is forced to watch poor James bleed out on the street until he takes his final breath. The fact that actor Dan Bukatinsky had recently won an Emmy for his role on the show only made James's death even more unexpected.
almost there. Any minute now.
Number 7. Olivia kills Andrew Nichols.
You again. What do you got? More money?
For somebody who always wears white, Olivia Pope has gotten her hands pretty dirty over the years. During a meeting with Andrew Nichols, she is finally pushed to her limits and eventually crosses the ultimate line.
Wonder what I get now if I auction you again, put you back on the open market.
The former vice president not only plans to ruin Melly's reputation, but also threatens to kidnap Olivia again. With her gladiatorial instincts taking over, Olivia grabs a nearby chair and unleashes her repressed rage upon Nichols, reducing him to nothing but a puddle of blood.
You don't get revenge! That's mine!
As Olivia gazes over the gruesome mess she's created, the audience shares the same look of horror stitched on her face. This scene brings a whole new meaning to the word mind-blowing. Number 6. Sally Langston murders her husband.
Sorry. I have committed a sin.
Between Huck torturing Quinn and Olivia realizing that her mother is a terrorist, this season 3 episode delivered one twisted moment after another. The best is saved for last, as the episode builds to a confrontation between Sally Langston and her husband, which we see fully in the following episode.
You wait until I'm standing at the finish line. You wait until I'm standing on the doorstep of history and you betray me.
When Daniel is caught having an affair with James, it appears that Sally's marriage and his presidential campaign are over. Although Sally claims to be a devout Christian, she breaks the deadliest commandment in the good book and stabs Daniel with a letter opener.
Daniel!
After committing this horrible crime, Sally confesses to a higher power, Cyrus Bean.
Cyrus, I have committed a sin.
Number 5. Rigging the election.
If you can say yes to both, then we'll never discuss election rigging.
In season 2, David Rosen stumbles upon a conspiracy that involves Hollis Doyle, Verna Thornton, Mellie Grant, and Olivia Pope. What do these four have in common? They're all responsible for putting Fitzgerald Grant in the White House.
I am risking everything, everything!
We are all risking everything.
A flashback episode goes into greater detail as the general election boils down to the county of Defiance, Ohio.
I mean, can you believe that name?
To secure Fitz's victory, Doyle suggests rigging the voting equipment. Although Olivia is reluctant at first, Cyrus motivates her to get on board.
That is what we do. We take care of Fitz.
In addition to being one of the show's juiciest story arcs, this is possibly the most important moment in the entire series.
So you're
In.
Number 4, Eli is Olivia's father.
I have to say, it was staged perfectly.
Introduced towards the end of season 2, Eli, aka Rowan, starts off as a mysterious figure that viewers knew little about. For a while, the only information we had about the calculating commander of B613 is that he's Jake's boss and he wants to keep Fitz away from Olivia. When a media circus bombards Olivia about her relationship with the president, several puzzle pieces finally fall into place. Pulled into a limo, Olivia finds herself sitting across from this man, who she refers to as Dad.
Hello, Olivia.
Hopefully, you weren't drinking anything while watching this scene, because chances are you would have had some broken glass to clean up afterwards.
Dad?
Number 3, Frankie Vargas is assassinated.
What's going on?
Season 6 starts off with a bang, literally, as Mellie accepts defeat and must concede to Francisco Vargas. Before the president-elect had even finished his victory speech, however, an unknown assailant shoots him down before a crowd of supporters.
Frankie Vargas has been shot. The president-elect has been shot.
Watching the madness unfold on television, Olivia and company are left at a loss for words. This commences one of the show's most thrilling whodunits, as Olivia tries to unravel the conspiracy behind Frankie's assassination. What she finds is a scandal overflowing with betrayal, blackmail, and cover-ups. Pretty much par for the course on this show.
I know you killed him, and I'm going to prove it.
Number 2, Fitz is shot.
What am I pretending you got me for my birthday? The press is gonna ask.
Several years before Frankie was assassinated, a bullet nearly cuts Fitz's presidency short. With their marriage hanging on by a thread, Mellie seems reluctant for them to go to Fitz's 50th birthday party at the last second.
Let's not go. I don't want to go.
Fitz would have been wise to sense his wife's trepidation, as he's shot mere moments after exiting the limo. As the credits roll on this episode, the audience is left on pins and needles, wondering if this is the last we'll ever see of President Grant. While he fortunately pulls through, fans will never forget the initial shock they felt when Fitz tumbled backwards.
Someone shot my husband! You need to check on him!
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Are you the president's mistress?
Yes.
Number 1, Olivia Pope is kidnapped. In this riveting mid-season finale, Jake and Olivia dance the night away. This is probably the most carefree Olivia has ever been, but it puts her in a vulnerable position.
Don't move.
Where would I go?
After Jake leaves the room to get a blanket for an intimate encounter, he returns to discover an empty room. All he sees is a spilt glass of wine all over the white couch. Cleverly shot and bursting with tension, this was a scandal cliffhanger unlike any other. It was made all the more intense because we had to wait over 2 months for the next episode.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.